Welcome to Bliss Connect, connecting the world of healthcare one care community at a time. When you log in, you're brought right to your dashboard, which has your care community, your active care recipients, meeting room, which shows your video meetings that have been set up, some awaiting your approval, and the messages regarding your care recipients and their care communities. To have a quick meeting between you and one of your care recipients, you simply click on the video icon to enter the video room. But if you notice an icon here, it means that they've not been fully accepted into your care community yet. So here I've been set up with a meeting with Marty, but to add him into my care community, I'm going to say yes, accept. And then let's have a call with me and Marty. I'm going to jump in here, right into the video meeting room. It's possible that your video meeting room will be blocked. For example, it might look like this, where nothing shows up on the screen, and that's because your browser is blocking your video camera to this website. In order to change that, come here, say yes, always allow this to access my video camera and microphone, press refresh. At that point, you won't have any issues setting up your video rooms. Here I walked into Marty's room. I'm sitting here waiting for Marty. Once Marty joins in, I'll be notified that Marty joins in. In the meantime, I could turn on or off my video, mute, get my speakers turned on or off, change my settings for my microphone and my video camera. And then once a call gets started, I could actually even share our screen. The first time you select this, you'll need to download a extension for the browser, which will then allow you to share your screen with people on the call. I can invite more people. So right now it's just me and Marty. I'm waiting on Marty. I can come here and start inviting more members of Marty's care community. I can invite people from our network. I can invite people just through email. Like I maybe want to add in the physician who's not part of our network to join this call. At that point, they'll get an email asking them to register and join into this call, and I could have multiple parties on the call at once. I can also pop out this call so that I could work on other things while we're having this video call. So I press here to pop out the window, and now this window's popped out, and I've got this video call I could then turn off, come back to my main dashboard, clicking the icon at any time, and now I've got still my care community, active care recipients, my meeting room, and my care feed. In the meeting room widget, I'll be able to see all the meetings that I've been invited to. Ones that are ready to come up, I can click the join button. If I've not yet accepted or rejected, I could do so by selecting accept or reject. If I want to see what's going on in this meeting, I could come to the details, see who's accepted or rejected, see if there's any messages. I can also see who's been invited, whether they're coming or not. And if I made the meeting, I could then delete the meeting. I can edit the meeting, in which case all the people invited will get email notifications that the meeting's been rescheduled or canceled. If I'm done with the meeting and I want to move it as completed, I could either exit the meeting or mark it as complete and move it to a past meeting. To invite someone into meetings, I can press the plus button. It'll always be regarding a care recipient. I could invite that care recipient or not. I can invite myself or not unless I'm setting it up for someone else. Type in a message of why we're having a meeting. Set it up for later, specific date and time, always in military time. Go next. Now here I can invite existing members of the care community, or everyone. I can invite more people from our network, so any of our providers, I can say I also want to invite Hildy. Oh, she's already in the care community. And I can invite from external, meaning I can invite just through email, like their family member or someone who's not yet part of our network. By adding them up through email, they'll get an email notification letting them know that you want them to register and join this meeting. When I come to next, it's going to give me a summary of the meeting that's been set up. It's going to automatically send email notifications, but if their phone number's here, I can also send a text notification. Or if I change my mind about inviting them, I can kick them out of the meeting as well. Confirm the connection, which sets up that meeting. Again, I could see all my upcoming meetings and past meetings, or close and come to the dashboard to see the upcoming and pending meetings. When it's time to join a meeting, you just press the green flashing button to join the meeting, and it'll operate the exact same way as if we went to a quick meeting, but people will already be invited. Once we're in that video meeting though, we could still use those same features to invite more people into the call and share our screen. To use the messaging portion, I could either respond to something in my care feed by pressing the reply button. If there's a 1, it means there's already one reply. But I can make a reply saying, will do. Or I could view the replies as needed. I can also enter in a new message. Pressing the plus button, it's always going to be about a member of the care community. So here I can say it's about Mary. I can type anything into the rich text feature here to type in a message. I can say who this message is going to. So by default, it goes to all the members of that person's care community. I could say I want it to specifically go to Mary, or I can even say I want it to go to everyone except Mary, or I can send it to a specific member of the care community, depending on what I want it to do. By default, when this is closed, it's always going to send it to the care community. I can tag it maybe as urgent. I can even email people on the message to let them know that they have a pending message. It'll then send them an email to let them know to log in to read their message. I can go next. I can take a audio recording, a video recording, and again, if it blocks this, just make sure that up here in your dashboard, it's allowing that camera. I say start recording and take a video recording for the message. I can take a snapshot for the message. And if I need to change which cameras or audio it's going to be using, I can do that here as well. Go next. I could upload any documents that are already in this person's folder if they were here, or I can upload new documents by dragging and dropping and then post my comments. Anytime you're in a situation where you want to stop this message, you can press ignore and it'll delete that message. We can close it up and come back to the dashboard. Clicking this icon at any time will bring you back to the dashboard. If you need to change anything in your profile, you can come here and change your profile, change your password, or log out. The system is set up with an automatic logout in case you leave your screen on for HIPAA privacy. One point that's important to kind of recognize is the idea of a care community. So each one of your care recipients is surrounded by accepted members of their care community. It might be volunteers, it might be family members, it might be clinical staff, it might be support staff. But those are the members of that person's accepted care community. So when you're sending out a message about a care recipient, it'll go out to all the members of the care community unless you specifically say not to. It's very important that you make sure you check your spam folder. Even when you register, your email will contain your temporary password. It might go to your spam messages. Here's an example in Gmail where you can come and see your spam messages and see that we've gotten some messages here. Once we select that these messages are not spam, they'll come to your regular email, and then you'll get the notifications about your upcoming invited meetings, any alerts, and we'll do that by here, for example, in Gmail saying not spam, or turning off this saying it's not spam, or checking the configuration of the folders. Once you've done that, it'll recognize all future emails as regular emails, but again, it's an important thing to make sure that your spam settings are not blocking these emails from notifying you of pending and upcoming meetings. We thank you for joining the Bliss Connect Care community. If you have any questions, please email us at support@bliss.health. You can also create a snapshot of any problems by leaving feedback here, and that'll also go to support. Thank you so much.